Hello and welcome to Dead Notes, a horror and cult film podcast. I am Kevin, and with me is the machine that's calling me an asshole.
I'm Alan, and we're going to be talking about Stephen King's coke-fueled first and last attempt at directing a movie, Maximum Overdrive.
That's right.
1986.
And what a phenomenal movie it is. Oh
yes,
my God.
it is. I don't give a shit what people say about this one. I think it's great.
I fucking love that the opening scene to the movie just says "fuck you" really big on the fucking front of the bank.
Well, yeah, you get the small little before that, the egg-shaped Earth with the green,
right? Yeah, with the
green
comet,
smoke, the diarrhea comet,
yeah,
or the Rhea M comet, and the oddly specific
yeah.
time that the Earth is going to remain in the tail of the comet down to the second.
I know is very interesting documentation.
8 days, 5 hours, 29 minutes, and 23 seconds.
On the dot.
We live in a world where the fucking meteorologists can't tell us if it's raining until it's raining, but they know that down to the second, this is how long the Earth is going to be in the diarrhea comet.
That's right. In 1987, man, they were on their shit.
Yep, 80s. Yeah, the
best time.
Back to your point, the fuck you.
I fucking love it. Like, every bit of that. Like, phenomenal.
Well,
what a way to open.
and what director opens them? Look, I understand.
What director opens the movie telling you to go fuck yourself, basically?
What director opens his movie with his own cameo?
Oh, I know. Even better.
He has the first speaking line in the movie.
He does. And what a great line it is.
He says, "Honey, this machine just called me an asshole."
Honey, come on over here, sugar buns. This machine just called me an asshole.
That's good, man.
And I gotta say, you know, I'm not a huge AC/DC fan. I obviously growing up, I loved them, but this soundtrack is fucking awesome. It fits so well. You know, from start to end, it's just AC/DC.
And they didn't really ever do that then with movies. You know what I'm saying? It was rare, especially or at least with like a rock and roll band like this. You know, because they were still kind of.
Right. I mean,
considered heavy back then. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, off the top of my head, the only ones I can think of is like Flash, you know, with Queen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most definitely. But that was a little bit, I don't know.
And remember that old Trick or Treat movie with Fastway? The whole soundtrack.
But that was still an underground movie then, though. That wasn't like a huge thing, you know, like Flash. Yeah, that was definitely a big one, but that wasn't like a raw, just weird ass horror movie. You know, like Stephen King came out of the darkness then, and they're like, oh my God, you know, he's got the scariest shit.
Well, to me, he seems like a fairly competent director. I don't understand. I think the problem is he wrote too many characters into the movie.
Oh, I think he did, but he did a good way. He did it in such a way to where he brought all these characters in, just like he's got a trillion things in his books, and then he eliminated all of them, damn near all of them, you know, and kept the team together, you know.
Well, yeah. So Stephen King's directorial debut was crippled by the writer, who was also Stephen King.
Yeah,
he wrote the short story Trucks, which they made a movie called Trucks that I haven't watched, which I probably need to. Maybe it'll explain some of the inconsistencies in this, like why, for some reason, it seems that cars can't be controlled by, you know, they can control everything down to electric knives
and bicycles
things that have no electricity whatsoever, that are just mechanical items, and but for some reason cars seem to be immune.
That's a good, why were they able to be driving a car multiple times and it not just shit out on them?
or drive them over a cliff. Well, I guess the car wouldn't want to kill itself, but something.
Yeah. I think it was just selective. I don't know. I think it's hilarious that this comet and whatever it's doing, everything was basically a comet that just wanted to just fucking cause some shit because it deliberately just went in. Kind of like Mars attacks. They just wanted to come in and just destroy the Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Do not run. We are your friends.
Yeah. Well, that's what I love. That's what I love about this. It's a movie of chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I love it.
And the opening scene is fucking awesome. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's up there. It's pretty great. The bridge.
Yeah, when the bridge is going up. Yep.
With what looks to be a fake AC/DC tour van, I guess.
The best fan, dude. When I was a kid, I was like, because Who Made Who's playing, and I had that cassette tape. My cousin gave me the Who Made Who soundtrack cassette, and man, that song, I was like, man, this is so cool. Oh my God, that van is awesome. One day I'll have a van like that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll work on that now. I'll be like the only AC/DC van.
So it's springtime right now, and it's watermelon season, and it hurts my soul to see all these watermelons going to waste. It's like Gallagher's fucking wet dream. But and then you see the bridge operators just playing cards like a couple of jackasses with some gratuitous booger picking.
Dude, they have the graviest fucking job too. What's he say? Yeah. What's he say? Can't you see we got a situation? Like, way to snap into action there, Jack, after the fucking bridge is already up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. Some old hillbillies reinforcing stereotypes.
And they're playing with them nudie cards too. Do you remember those?
I can't fault them for that. I mean,
yeah. Man, those things are such a thing of the past, man. You don't see those around very often. They're fucking funny.
But after the bridge scene, which kind of fades out along with the song, which is really cool. It cuts to probably the coolest looking truck I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's
the Happy Toys Green Goblin truck. Yeah. Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, that thing. When of course, again, going back to when I first saw this and shit, man, blown the fuck away. Like, how were they able to do that? My dad was a truck driver, and that's all he's done his whole life. And he was like, "That's like the coolest machine I've ever seen." It's so crazy. And then there's that guy now that tours around with the face of it, and you can get your picture with it.
Oh yeah, you can. I need to do that.
He's been hitting up these random conventions. I think a couple years ago, I think he was down. My brother in the family went down there to do something, and he was set up there, and he got a picture of his twins with it. Thing's fucking sweet. I hope he's been popping up around. He just sets the face up, and you just come over and get your picture with it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I would
too. My favorite color is green, and this going back to this movie 86, it might be a contributor to that because the Green Goblin green is beautiful.
Yeah, it is good, and
it just looks so creamy green.
So creamy green.
It looks great. I would never want to be a truck driver, but if I were.
That'd be the one.
That'd be the truck. And,
dude.
And this is the problem is because right after you see the truck, you get introduced to 3 characters. 3, which is not even a fraction of the cast. Handy, the truck driver, Billy, and Hendershot, right?
Yep.
And Billy and Hendershot are probably the 2 main, kind of the 2 main characters. The antagonists.
Yeah.
The human antagonist and protagonist.
Right, yeah.
And but that's just like a quick intro. But there's a special cameo right around this time of somebody. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, so by all means, you go ahead.
I mean, I think it's Giancarlo Esposito. Esposito. Yeah.
Giancarlo, you think?
Giancarlo? Yeah.
I don't know.
Giancarlo Esposito?
Yeah, of who you might know from
I feel
Breaking
like
Bad.
I feel like, and this is just a weird theory of mine, but that scene where he's going and all the video games are spitting out all the coins and all the cigarettes machine spitting out all the cigarettes, and he's like, "Yo, mama," and gets electrocuted. Yo, mama. I think that all that money, like in this like world or whatever, this movie world, he probably didn't really die. Like he just passed out, or whatever. Everybody thought he was dead, even though he looked it really bad. But he used all that money to invest in Los Pollos Hernandez.
Oh yeah, his franchise. Yeah, right.
Or is it Hermando's? Los Pollos Hermando's.
So you're calling this his origin story?
Yeah.
The entire Maximum Overdrive movie revolves around this one character who had one line because it's his origin story. I'm on board. I'm with you.
Yeah. Seeing the rest of the time, after that whole scene, so, we don't know where he went. I mean, so he went off and he
and
started running meth.
Yeah. And yet another, this is going to happen a lot because the next scene, another character gets introduced, Duncan.
Yep.
Who is like fucking Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd, because like you see him and then a second later he's introduced and then like a minute later he's spraying diesel into his eyeballs.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Who is also a character that we haven't met yet. It's Deke, is it? Yeah, Deke. That's his father.
Yeah, we haven't met him yet, but yeah, we don't even know that until, we'll find out later. I like that when he's pumping the gas and, diesel, and it stops pumping, right? And he's like, he just fucking looks down the barrel of it like, I wonder why it stopped. And then sticks his finger down there like, well, maybe I'll clear it and get a better look.
Oh man, there's just dumb fucks through this whole movie.
It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Well,
that's why there's so many people.
I don't know what diesel does when it gets in your eyes. Maybe
probably nothing good, man. I mean, gas isn't good getting in your eyes, and diesel's like even worse.
Yeah, it just seems like you could. I don't know. I don't know shit, but it seems like you could flush it out pretty easily.
So then, like they take him in and just start telling him put water in his eyes. Basically, they lay him down on a bed in the nudie bed with all the vagina and titties around him.
Oh yeah, all the old 80s wall of porno.
Yeah, the wall of porno.
And then you get the official introduction to Hendershot and Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Who when we first rewatched this, I thought maybe Bubba was Hendershot's nickname for Billy.
That's what I thought too. And then I was
then he calls everybody. He calls everybody Bubba.
I know. I almost want to start doing that with my name.
What would it be?
Just call everybody Kevin.
Don't you want to call everybody Bubba?
That's not my name,
Bubba. And
it is weird though. It's so weird. Like, yeah, I didn't understand that, and it took me a second too because I was like, wait a second, it's Hendershot. Well, what's his name? Because I was writing it down too, and I was like, his name's Bubba. Like, why is he calling everybody Bubba when his name's Bubba?
And he's got some convoluted scheme where he gets these convicts to work an hour for free.
Oh yeah.
What kind of low rent?
Well, he's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, but 1 hour? I mean, talk about you got to shoot high, Hendershot. That's not significant enough. Like 1 hour? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like the big like this is why this guy deserves to die moment. Cuz he's making these convicts work.
You know what this star means?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then this is Wanda June making the eggs. That's one of the scenes that I can't make sense of. Like, what does the comet control? Because not only does it control the electric knife, right?
Yeah.
And it cuts her somehow, but then when she throws it on the ground, it starts chasing her.
Well, yeah, it's coming after her. Yeah, that whole scene is really weird, but we're also seeing the very beginnings of like the comet's energy taking over the world. I think that's what that's trying to set up, because things are slowly starting to get fucked.
Well, this is also another character, Wanda June.
Yep.
That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what happened with Stephen King in this movie. He was just trying to spin too many plates.
I think it was on purpose though. And, because of the way that the movie is, because it's a movie of chaos. So why not introduce a bunch of different sides and throw it all in one bowl, right? And then see what happens, when you introduce this like menace above all of them and you trap them all into a small area, kind of like Feast. You've seen Feast, haven't you?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that, except that one, they introduce all these characters and they kill them like pretty much right off the rip, which I love. But
what it seems like to me is like The Stand. It's when they made it, even both times they made it into a TV miniseries, it had to be hours and hours long because of how many characters he had. And it seemed like he tried to do the same thing here, but then he only had an hour and a half to kind of throw them all in. And, right. So there's no character development. It's just like, here's this guy, here's this girl, here's this next guy, and here's another guy.
Well, right.
And
he took the fuck it approach is what he did.
Yeah. There's a group of like 5 guys who have names, but they're like the add-ons that we know they're going to be the ones to die.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway,
cannon fodder.
Yeah. Anyway, that goddamn auto knife, the electric knife, kind of chases her like it's being moved. I don't
Yeah.
But
it's coming after her, man.
But I'll skip over the Giancarlo Esposito because the next scene is when he dies. But we've already talked about that.
Yeah, well, he's not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead. He got electrocuted.
Yeah, he wakes up and goes away. He
survived.
Yep, and then we come into like one of my favorite parts of the fucking beginnings of this movie is the whole baseball scene and the fucking the pop machine just fucking everybody up, dude. Oh my god.
I gotta give it to Stephen King for this scene because he's just busting taboos.
Oh, dude, he fucks this dude up.
Well, I mean the child deaths.
I know he doesn't even care, dude.
Yeah, but it's one of the best scenes in the movie. I mean, if you look at the coach when he gets hit in the head,
dude, that shit looks like it hurt so fucking bad. They did a really good job right in his fucking grill, dude. Oh my god.
Right. But consider that wound that he had on his forehead. A second later, he gets hit in the dick with one of those cans. So if it did that to his forehead, imagine
it hit him in the dick first because he was putting his money in, and it was like, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. But you don't get to see that wound. But if you can.
Oh, it's smashed, dude.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking. He's got a couple busted eggs down his pants. It smashed his nuts.
Yeah,
if it did that to his forehead, holy shit.
Yeah, dude. It was brutal. Then we get the steamroller busting in.
Oh, yeah.
And the bike. The bike, too. Like, I don't understand that. Did the bike get caught, or did the comet make the bike stop? When the kid gets run over?
I think the plot made the bike stop. He tripped over some of the plot.
Yeah.
And the steamroller.
One of them fuck it moments. It's one of them fuck it moments.
Yeah, he was like, Stephen King was on the side like, Tiff, fuck it. Tiff, fall over, because this is the fucking bullshit. I don't fucking know. You fell on a rock. Fuck it. We need a kid to get steamrolled.
You guys are stressing me.
You guys are pissing me off. Just fucking lay down. Anyone got any more Coke? Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
And Deke, who we don't know his name yet, is there. He's part of the baseball team and the lone survivor.
Yep. Yeah, he's a hard ass. So then we cut to the Holy Roller.
Reports of strange occurrences are pouring in over the wire services. We will have further bulletins as they come in. But for the moment, let me repeat this urgent message. If you are on or near a major highway, get away at once. Get away at...
Right? Like after Deke escapes.
I don't... Does he have a name? Because I just called him the Christian pervert.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think he's I don't know. I don't think they really identify him. He just kind of comes in and says, "Hey, I'm selling these Bibles, blah blah blah," you know.
Yeah, I don't think he ever gets a name, but this is two more characters, Brett, who is a female,
right,
and the old Christian pervert.
Yeah, Christian pervert.
He's a Bible salesman.
Of course he is. So he's getting all feely up on Brett in the car, and she ain't having a piece of it.
You know, that sucks, but at least he's into adult women, not children. So that's a one win for the Christian pervert. Which, sorry, it's the Catholics that are. No, I'm not going to get into that. Forget I said that. Anyway, you know,
this guy, this fucking Christian pervert guy, man, he looks like. Looking at him makes me feel like it's so hot outside. They did a good job of making this whole movie super uncomfortable, you know, and just making it seem just dry and hot, just nasty. And that comes into play later when, you know, all the trucks are there and everybody's lining up to be refueled, and they make all the humans go out and basically refuel them all. Like, I don't know, man, this whole movie always makes me like, I feel hot. You know what I'm saying? Like humid and shit. I love when movies are able to do that. Yeah, it's that music.
Getting you hot.
Yeah, it's that chop, 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 chop.
Oh, yeah, the clearly inspired by Psycho.
Yeah.
Their own little
you hear
play
the bass on the back. It's like... Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom.
And, you know, we're going to get an introduction to two more characters. Two more.
Well, the semi, the GG, just took off and went and parked itself while it was getting refueled, while Joe was refueling it. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with that. And now, yes. Who are we being introduced to now?
Curtis and Connie.
Yes.
Connie is Yeardley Smith, who plays Lisa Simpson.
Yep.
So this whole fucking, anytime she talks, I just hear Lisa Simpson. And Curtis is a bit of a pervert.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm not casting judgment here because I'm also a bit of a pervert. But he, like, she says she has to piss, right?
Right.
She has to go to the
and he
bathroom.
wants to watch.
He wants to watch. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not the grossest thing I've heard a couple do, but
I mean,
but it's pretty bad. I don't want.
Is he dead?
Curtis, are you dead? Is he dead?
Is he dead?
That is like, and I could not watch this movie for 20 years and I will still remember that line.
Oh my God, yeah.
Curtis! Are you dead?
She is the most annoying person, and that fucking voice.
Curtis!
Curtis, are you dead? What if he answered and said yes?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a great addition to the movie, though. As annoying as she is one of the memorable things about this movie for certain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they still have a ways to go before they get to the truck stop, but
yeah, they're still on the road. We got this big old semi tower that pulls out and it's like, I'm gonna kill you motherfuckers.
Well, look, when this is another like scene soon after this, Brett's like hitting on Billy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Green Goblin truck is spying on them.
Oh, it's watching them, yeah.
So the mirror turns. How? What? Like,
because it's watching them.
It's not like a modern day, like it has no motor, nothing. How is it turning?
It's the same thing.
Stuff.
It's that's the bikes too.
That's the stuff that if you pick apart will make you that's nitpicky stuff because in the grand scheme of things it's a good movie, and if you start picking on that stuff and you like I don't know.
That's why like with this movie, that's why I keep saying it's just chaos, and that's why it's awesome, because it doesn't really fucking matter. Like,
right.
Him flipping over the handlebars of his bike, it don't really matter, because all it did was set up the scene to let us see this fucking kid get run over by a fucking steamroller. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, why not? That's what caused this. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that we're getting the end result, and that's what's kind of fun about it, because you don't got to think.
Well, I love it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not bashing it. It's just little things like that. If you're nitpicking it, which you shouldn't do, because this is a movie made by a guy that
nitpick the shit out of everything though too, because we're nerds.
Well, this is a movie that was made by someone who was out of his fucking mind on cocaine at the time. Oh yeah. Admittedly,
when that scene. That's when they're getting ready to take off, when that tow truck pulled out, you remember?
Yeah.
And she like jumps in the driver's seat and she's like, "Come on, get in." And like he's like standing there like lining up for the semi truck, the same one that clearly like killed the mechanic that was there, right?
Right.
Why the hell would you do that? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, you already wanted to watch her pee. Now you're like trying to show off and show her how much of a badass you are. Like, is that's what's happening?
Well, more importantly, Connie can fucking drive.
Yeah, I was about to say that too, dude. She
should have been driving the whole time.
Yeah, they would have already been at the truck stop.
Fuck yeah. She takes over and she can drive.
Yeah, she can go, man.
But anyway, back to Deke. Deke, who we keep getting shots of, and he eventually
setting up. This is another awesome part too, when he's like cruising through the neighborhood and just seeing everything destroyed and people dead. It's so fucking awesome.
And the only instrumental AC/DC song that I know of, DT off the Who Made Who album, is playing during this scene. It's fits so great. It's like the John Bonham drums with the typical AC/DC. It's just foot snare stuff, but it's got the delay on it. Like it's just awesome. And how did the dog die?
I love that. It was like anything, and like they were like, "Well, how did he die?" And it's like, "Well, let's just shove his car in its mouth."
Was that little police car going about 1,000 miles an hour?
Could have been. I mean,
fucking.
Stephen King was like, they're like, "Hey, Stephen," he's like, "What?" And they're like, "We're
fucking.
We're trying to set the seam up.
Put one of those remote control fucking cars in his fucking mouth. We don't give a shit.
This is my son. He's not playing with it right now. Just put it in the dog's mouth."
Yeah. Just eat it like it's a piece of cheese. Fuck you, dog.
It doesn't matter.
Does anyone have any cocaine? Yeah. This is bullshit.
Roll cameras.
Let's put an ice cream truck in this next scene with a lawnmower that can move itself.
Action.
Action, guys. Every positions.
Positions. Roll a sound.
Okay, you sons of bitches. Respect my authority. Respect my authority. I'm Stephen King. Sorry, Stephen King.
We love you.
Most of the stuff. We love most of the shit you do.
He's a wild man. Dude, I love the ice cream truck though.
Internet.
I love the ice cream truck though. That shit's so awesome. It's cruising through playing the music.
It shows up later.
Do not run.
Doesn't it?
We are your friends. Yeah.
Do not run. We are your friends. It's like ice cream trucks have some bad like what's worse, the ice cream truck in the Maximum Overdrive world or the ice cream truck in real life that might have a pedo in it.
One might be driving a monster, one is a monster.
Right. One could be a monster, one could be operated by a monster. Sorry, ice cream truck guys.
You're not all bad.
You're not all bad. Probably 99.9% of you are fine. I was never molested by the ice cream truck man, so
nope.
There's that.
Just frozen treats.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Back to the truck stop. We find out Duncan is Deke's father.
Yep. Wait, that comes back around. So that gives us the reason why Deke was running to the truck stop, which he needed to, everything was going to hell, so he was going to go find his dad.
Which still, at this point, I don't think we know that yet.
We don't know that yet, no, but that definitely is.
They just keep cutting back to this fucking kid for some reason.
Man, I like also that sprinklers are going off while he's riding his bike. Like they just keep going off as he's going down the road.
Yeah.
When that scene opens or whatever, dude, it's so cool. I don't know. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And then they turn off when he looks back. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's just those little things. That's another thing I remembered.
Yeah. That is 100% Stephen King. Fucking Jordy Verrill.
You lunkhead.
You lunkhead. Just have the fucking sprinklers. Let me have the button. Give me the fucking Give me the fucking sprinkler button.
Give me the fucking button.
And then, for whatever reason, he's like, you know what? I'm Stephen King. I'm going to shock people. Let's kill this motherfucker's dad before he ever even gets to the truck stop.
I've had enough of this already.
I don't want any goddamn character development or any goddamn arcs in my character. We're gonna kill this son of a bitch before he ever even gets to say hello. Fuck him. And fuck the Bible salesman too. We're gonna fuck him up. Which is fucking awesome. The Bible salesman.
Oh,
because at this point you think he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you think he is. He's may as well be. And he's over there death rattling like the entire time.
See, maybe Stephen King's a bit of a genius because I think what was that World War II show? Band of Brothers. I think Band of Brothers. Or no, wait, it wasn't Band of Brothers. It was the World War II movie Saving Private Ryan. I think Saving Private Ryan ripped this scene off because.
You think so?
Well, I'll explain this, but it's going to be a bit of a spoiler because the Bible salesman gets knocked into the ditch and then kind of plays the bait later on, like the sniper scene in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
So maybe Stephen King is a secret genius.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is. I don't think there's a secret about it. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think so Hendershot's first name is Bubba.
Yeah. Everybody's Bubba to Bubba.
Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all the trucks decide to circle the truck stop, right? Like what?
Yeah, they're starting to like all fill in. Like they're bringing it, huh?
Is that called a wagon train when the wagons do that? I guess called. I think that's they start to wagon train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, I don't understand this, but you don't have to. Again, it's whatever. it's cool. If I'm just watching this movie, like I said, I've seen a million movies way worse than this that get higher praise, so it doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But back to Connie and Curtis for a second. You know, truck tries to run him off the road and then chases him. Which this is, I think, is the first time I noticed, at least, that it was called the Dixie Boy truck stop because the sign.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that you could see that earlier than this, but I don't know. I didn't fucking pay attention. Probably should have. But they want to get to the truck stop to call the police, which what the hell are the police going to do? Because at this point, I would think, I don't know if they've noticed that these vehicles are operating themselves yet, have they? I
think that, no one's really putting two and two together. They're just like, what's going on, and no one knows. They're like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Something's happening.
And I forget who's driving at this point. Is it still Connie? I think it was Curtis, right? Because he's the one that decides to speed between the trucks to get into the truck stop.
Oh, when they're lining up? Yeah, I think so.
Which seems fucking stupid. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, we want to get in there. That seems like a good idea.
I'd rather be at the Dixie Boy than, like outside of it at this point. At least they got a restaurant in there, and they got a guy in there selling you Bibles. Yeah. Was that ever really a thing? I mean, you
Bible
always
salesman?
Yeah, for real. Like,
probably
because that's always been a character in a movie. Like, there's always and not always, but there's always like a Bible salesman on the road, and they're always like the pervert, obviously, or the alcoholic, and they're just driving cross country selling Bibles.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess
that's weird.
I'm sure it was because at some point, door-to-door salesmen were selling everything.
Yeah, I guess that.
As a kid, I wanted to be a door-to-door vibrator repairman.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I hear your dildo's on the fritz.
Ma'am?
I'm here to help you. Give me this thing.
Oh, my God.
Right? You could sell anything door to door back then.
Oh, my God. Do you remember that Tom Green episode where he fucking...
Oh, man, you're reaching now because I haven't seen Tom Green since it was on TV.
That episode where he was at his grandma's house and he had that person come over selling her blenders. They said it was like blenders, but it was all kinds of vibrators. And he had her like mixing all kinds of stuff in the bowls with all these different vibrators. You remember that?
No, I vaguely.
Oh my God, I love Tom Green. Fucking love Tom Green.
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Oh my God. All right.
Joey taking a shit.
Yes. Okay. Let's.
Oh, and by the way, Deke is still on his way to the truck stop.
He is. He's still traveling. Yes, he is still there.
But Billy is manipulating Joey into giving him information somehow because Joey's in the stall, like taking a shit.
Yeah, he's reading his porno mag and taking a shit, and that's at his most vulnerable time. So that's the best time to get any information out of him.
I'm of the mind that you should never mix the two. Don't look at nude women when there's a turd in the room. Because this might short wire your brain and you might start to I don't know. I hear plenty of stories of serial killers that see traumatic shit while and it like short circuits something in their brain. I don't know. Don't look at porn on the toilet, guys. That's fucking gross. But we know that he's doing a number 2 because there's audible farts during this whole scene.
Tell me, man. Has he really got a lot of firepower down in the cellar?
Well, you heard him tell me to shut up, didn't you?
Oh, come on, Joy. This is serious.
He's got a lot.
Grenades?
Well,
what else? Flamethrowers, rifles, what?
You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man.
It's like, this is another Stephen King moment. He's like, how are we gonna know that he's taking a shit? What are we gonna do right here? Okay, let's make the farts really loud, like they're reverberating inside the bowl. And places, please. Action.
Roll sound.
Roll sound. Okay, cue the fart noises.
So, oh my God, dude.
My kind of director.
And then, so yeah, Billy's over the stall and he's trying to get this information for what? The stash of weapons that they supposedly has?
Yep. I don't think, he's trying to find out what he has because earlier in the movie he brought out the grenade launcher.
Was it the bazooka?
Yeah, the bazooka. That's
yeah.
He brought out the bazooka earlier in the movie, which we didn't mention. But yeah, Billy wants to know where the hell that came from, and you can talk to somebody in a stall without climbing up and looking down at them. That's invasive. He was looking at a porno magazine while taking a shit. The odds that his dick isn't out is pretty slim.
Yep.
Mind your goddamn business, Billy.
Yep.
I don't know. But it turns out that old Hendershot, old Bubba, is stashing the bodies with the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
To do with, I don't know.
Probably
because one of them,
it's cooler down there.
Well, it would seem that like with the Esposito guy, like, okay, he looked like a vagrant, you know. He looked like somebody nobody knew. Maybe he was just going to hide the body.
His story is a rags to riches story in all of its form.
But with the Duncan, right? How the fuck was he going to cover? Which I guess we didn't really mention. Duncan gets splattered by one of the trucks and dies.
Yeah.
So he's down with the weapons, and what was his end goal here? Because Duncan was a fucking employee of the truck stop.
Yeah.
Is he gonna hide that body too? I don't know, because at this point they don't know that the whole world is basically ended, you know.
Right. I think they're like, fuck it, let's get rid of all this evidence in case the cops end up showing up.
Breaking. This just in, Deke is still on his way to the truck stop.
Dude, it's a long ride on that bike. Dude, it's a long ass ride. It takes him half the movie to get there.
Oh yeah.
So the realism's there. Ugh.
Yep. You know what wonderful thing happens next?
What happens?
Old Billy gets his little penis wet. Old Billy finally has sex.
And what better place to do it than underneath the guise of pussy and titties staring at you?
Oh yeah. And you know, he didn't even have to try. Brett was ready to go. And you know,
I'll tell you one thing.
What's that?
You sure make love like a hero.
And you know what genius thing she says? It's like, what? What mind-blowing bit of nugget of knowledge that she lays on him. She says, I think it's the comet. Like, no fucking shit. Right?
She was the one that figured it out and documented it. It was at that point when,
Yep.
Besides the fact the whole sky's fucking green.
Right. The entire fucking sky's green. All the machines are attacking people. And she goes, you know what I think it is? I think it might be the comet. You know, and this goes back to
it's that post-nut clarity.
Yep, this goes back to the post-nut clarity because Billy has an idea. You know, he kind of has his idea right after the sex. So so this is just more proof that men live in two states of existence, the pre-nut confusion and post-nut clarity, because until Billy had sex, he had no fucking idea what to do.
He didn't think of any comments.
Nope. He was like, once he drained his balls, he was like, hey, you know what? I think I've got an idea. And I guess it works for women too, because Brett, you know, they came together
as a full team.
Yep. Yeah, because after they had sex, Brett was like, you know what? I think it's the comet. And Billy went, I got an idea. So women must have the same problem.
Yeah, and when you put it both together, I mean, you come up with some really good shit.
This is absolute scientific proof right here in Maximum Overdrive. Stephen King's coke-fueled directorial debut.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And then we skip to some of the best acting in the whole movie. Wanda June.
Oh my god. We made you.
You can! We made you!
That's when that weird ass fucking go-kart with the M60 stuck to it comes pulling up. Like, what the fuck is that thing?
I don't know. It looks like a golf cart.
If you fucking put me on that son of a bitch and we're in the middle of war, they're like, hey, take this and your buddy, get on that gun and drive this motherfucker over there to shoot. Who the fuck's going to do that? Because you're dead. Like as soon as you fucking drive this piece of shit over there.
I need to email Stephen King and ask him how the gun was turning. How's the gun turning, Stephen? There's nothing mechanical about it.
I just want to know who the fuck invented that machine.
Right. You know what I need to get off my lawn? 3,000.
Yeah, it is. You just come driving out with that thing. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, like let's go golf. Here, this is my golf cart.
Yeah. So here.
Listen, It doesn't have to make sense.
Listen, I made that myself.
Just get the.
I made that so you'll ask these jackassy questions.
The comet makes the gun turn.
Okay.
Silly.
Okay. Sugar buns. Sugar
Everybody,
buns.
Places, please. Wanda June was like, Steven, what's my motivation here? Well, you're going to fucking freak out. You're going to throw your arms in the sky and just say, we made you, because it's deep. Trust me.
Trust me. It's what this whole movie's about.
It's going to be a heartfelt, true moment.
All right. So, fuck one, marry one, kill one. The Green Goblin truck, the weird M60 military go-kart, or Hendershot shooting a rocket launcher.
Oh.
Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
I'm fucking and marrying the Green Goblin truck, and I'll kill Hendershot, because fuck that dude. Fuck that asshole. I think there's at one point Billy calls him a fat fuck too. Like, yes sir, you fucking lay into him. That was a proper insult back then. Nowadays well, never mind. Guys don't get the body positivity thing, so he's still a fat fuck.
No, we're all pieces of shit.
He's not a beautiful, proud man.
So you're just going to leave that weird military go-kart in the corner to fend for itself?
Well, it was easily duped, right? I mean, he slapped the turret and it just spun around like...
What a bitch.
Like it... Yeah, what a fuck. He punked it. Not to mention, it only had that little box of ammo, and it unloaded about 1,000 rounds into the gas station. So it would have had to been. Once it's out of ammo, it's over.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah, I would think so.
What
Unless
robot?
There's a comet in the sky.
But what car? Well, cars can't be controlled for whatever reason. But what vehicle is going to reload the gun?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the burning question.
Nowadays, yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
It doesn't need to make fucking sense, guys.
I don't know how many times you guys are driving me absolute nuts.
Jordy. Meteor shit. That's what reloaded the goddamn gun.
How about that? How about that, you lunkheads?
Everything's just covered in meteor shit.
How about that? It's all green. It's all meteor shit.
Yep. Look at the sky. It's all fucking green. Fuck you guys.
It's all meteor shit.
It makes sense. Trust me.
Oh, shit. So let's find out where Deke is. Where is Deke at this point?
Well, he is, of course, still on his way to the truck stop.
I think he's made it there by now, right? No, he hasn't made it there yet. Nope, he's still traveling.
Yep, he's still traveling. And you get a good you get your first little roast of Hendershot here right after this, because when Billy, they're talking about going to rescue the Bible salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is spoiler. This is when you find out that the Bible salesman isn't dead yet. he's out in a ditch going, ooh, ooh.
I hate those fucking trucks. I never did like trucks anyway. Holy shit. What was that?
Oh, God. That's that Bible salesman I rode in with.
There's some guy out there?
Right? And they're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like they just want to go over there just to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And Hendershot's like, y'all not better go out there, Bubba. And Bill goes, you know what, man? You're one of the biggest fuckheads I met in my life.
You boys are just as crazy as a couple of rats in a plugged-up shit house.
And you, sir, are without a doubt one of the biggest fuckheads I've ever met in my life.
Oh my god, dude. It's just fucking killing me. Oh my god.
And finally, Deke has kind of made it because he runs into the Bible salesman at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty much there.
You know, this is, Curtis is who goes with Billy to rescue him. You know, they decide to go down into the sewer, which, look, I'm not a soulless man. I think, maybe, I don't know. But had I met that Bible salesman in real life and he was out there screaming in the ditch, fuck him. Right?
You're right. I mean,
I'd be like, fuck that guy. I'm not going to save him. He's a fucking asshole. I mean, how goddamn... I don't know.
It's bad, dude.
Anyway, but Curtis goes, Connie protests it, obviously, because they just have to have her. It was comedy gold just having her talk on screen.
Oh, yeah.
You better not go down there, Curtis. Don't leave me. Don't make me a widow.
Don't make me a widow. Oh, my fucking God.
And so they don't actually go out to save Deke, but he's actually who they save, kind of.
Yeah, they go in for him and they come out with Deke.
Yep, which is a good fair trade. I'd up to this point, the kid hasn't done anything that makes me hate him yet.
No, not yet.
He survived the fucking soda machine and the fucking steamroller and the lawnmower and the ice cream truck.
And the remote control cop car that didn't do anything, and the sprinklers.
Right. I mean, a remote control cop car that can go so fast that it kills a dog, but it can't unlodge itself. I don't know. It just has to make sense. Fucking
just fuck it.
Action. Motherfuckers.
I've been up for a week.
Yep. All this goddamn cocaine is keeping me awake. Tons of bitches.
Oh, shit. All right. So they get Deke finally, and he gets to finally find out about his dad.
Yeah. By way of the Hendershot.
That guy has nothing but gab skills and talking to children.
What does he say to him? He says some silly shit. Like, your dad got creamed.
Yeah.
He says something like that. He says something like he got creamed by a truck or some shit.
Got creamed by a truck.
Bill, where's my dad?
Done got scrubbed by one of them big boys out there. Tough break, kid.
You unbelievable shithead.
He got spooged on by a truck to death. You little fucker.
I bet you're a little piece of shit too, like your dad was.
Yep. Son of a bitch.
He tried to quit on me after he took Diesel to the eyes. I told him where he could go.
You know what? I forgot something. When the power goes out before they start hearing the Bible salesman.
Yeah.
The power goes out. You remember that?
Yeah, because they start talking shit and then they're like, okay, fuck you, and cut all the power.
So when it scans around the room, is Curtis finger fucking Connie?
Oh, I'm sure. Maybe she's peeing on his hand.
You know what? See, you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I do. They're in the booth
It
together.
scans around the room, and they've got the coat
Everybody's
over
hanging
their
out.
laps,
Yeah.
and he's like got his hand in her lap, and she's giggling.
Yep.
So I think Curtis is finger fucking Connie. They're like the most liberal, sexually liberal couple in the whole group of them, and they seem real conservative.
They remind me of the couple from Motel Hell, the swingers.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like,
"Yep,
Curtis, did you bring the nitrous?
Curtis, is there a pig here?" But yeah, it's scanning around the room, and it shows them, and I swear Curtis's finger fucking Connie. Oh well, I'm not hating. I mean, it's good for you guys. That's awesome.
It's good for you guys,
right?
Oh well, what else are you gonna do? You're either gonna get fingered, or you're gonna sit here and drink beer with the rest of them. You know.
Yep. I mean, the lights go out. It's time to finger fuck Connie. That's my cue.
Oh shit.
Anyway, the bulldozer comes in, and I don't really understand what the threat of that was at first, other than it's there, because they say the trucks didn't go in there because they would fall through to the basement, but I don't. Yeah, I guess
that might be, but I mean, they just want fuel, right? That's all they're telling.
Yeah. But as that gun and the bulldozer shows up, did you notice that Hendershot and Wanda June were coming out of the back, and he was putting his belt on like they were fucking?
Yeah.
Like Wanda June and Hendershot had a thing going on.
Oh yeah. Well, she had a red star on her time card.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe she's. Oh man,
that was that free hour of work.
I think she'd rather work the extra hour.
I'm sure it was work.
Yeah. Yep. And then Hendershot kind of goes out a little lame. I think he deserved a bigger death scene, because he just gets shot by the golf cart with the gun on it.
Oh yeah.
I would have liked to see a little more out of that, because he was basically the antagonist of the movie, I would say.
It would have been funny if that steamroller busted in out of nowhere and took him down too.
Oh yeah, they needed some good a good gore scene. This would have been the time to do it.
Yeah. The gore, I mean, for just people getting hit and shit, man, I mean, it looks great, when they're taking their faces to them grills and stuff. They did a good job with that.
Right, but I think up to this point, the goriest thing I can remember is the soda can to the forehead on the coach.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty brutal. The one,
that was a pretty good effect.
Duncan got hit by the semi. I mean, that was pretty sloppy too.
Yeah, they splattered some ketchup all over the. Squirt the ketchup all over it. Fuck it. Fucking
it.
Goddamn meteor shit everywhere. And then of course Wanda June, seeing her love get mowed down by the golf cart, has to run out there and also get mowed down by the golf cart. So we just have two cheap deaths as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen something more happen to them, but whatever.
We got to start taking some people out of this pot is what's happening.
Yep. He's like, son of a bitch. Who'd have thunk it? We have too many characters.
What am I going to do now?
Let's just have the fucking golf cart kill everybody. Fuck it.
Oh, shit.
And who other than Stephen King would have been like, you know what? It's a military vehicle. It's a military golf cart. Let's have it do Morse code.
Right. That's all it's going to communicate.
And Deke's character arc is finally closed here, because we find out that he knows Morse code. So that was his whole story in the movie. He had to make his way.
He was the key. Yeah.
He is the link between the alien comet smoke whatever's controlling the trucks and the humans. Deke is the key. He's the link.
Yep.
And apparently the trucks just want to be refueled, even though if you ask me, circling a fucking truck stop all night long is a pretty big waste of fuel. How about just powering down for a few hours? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me why they would want refueled. Because honestly, why do they even need fuel? Because if they can turn the turret of that gun, they should be able to make a truck move without fuel.
You would think so, but maybe it all relies on fuel for it to work. I don't know. It's weird.
And I didn't catch. Where are they in North Carolina or
Wilmington?
Yeah, North Carolina. So I don't know what the weather is like there, but they're like getting heat exhaustion from filling these trucks up.
That's what I was talking about earlier. This whole movie just seems hot as fuck, like the whole thing. So yeah, they're all getting like worked up and shit
from just standing there filling
tanks.
Talk about some sedentary ass. Like, what is your day job? Are you like a data entry person or what? You get heat exhaustion. I get some water. Why aren't they giving them water? The water's not off.
Well, maybe it was in the code that said you guys aren't allowed to have water, and they said, "Okay, we won't drink water."
Yeah, like, it doesn't need to make sense, guys. Just don't drink the fucking water. It's hot out.
Yes.
It's the goddamn meteor shit.
It's that goddamn meteor shit. Don't drink it because it's in the water.
There's meteor shit in the water, so don't drink it. You wouldn't drink it if a cat shit in the water. So why would you drink it if a meteor shit in it?
Real sound
and places.
And
action.
places. It's so stupid. My god.
And the big plan to kill the military vehicle, Billy. Man, every time I say Billy, I long for Children of the Night.
Yeah. Oh, you're bro.
I love this movie though. I'm shitting on it, but
we always shit on everything.
I love it. But Billy, he spins the turret because guess what? The fucking aliens can't control the turret. Because why would he? It was like, he just slaps it and spins it, and it's like, and then he drops a grenade on it. Yeah. Like, well, okay. So this whole time you've been able to move it, but when he spins it, it's just fucked. It's like Wheel of fucking Fortune.
Yeah, it can't stop it. So.
Right. Like you can move it and shoot people with pretty good accuracy, but you can't stop the spinning. Billy just he just must have like fucking super strength. Whoa! You got me.
God.
Solve the puzzle. Fucking But he I don't know. I mean, that's how they take out the golf cart with the grenade. So
yeah,
didn't work. It didn't work in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but maybe it's a different quality grenade.
Yeah, it could be. It could be for sure. I like when he started to like refuel, and he went up to the Green Goblin and was like telling him about like how good that their diesel is. Like it's like the finest in the land.
Yeah, he's like, wait till it splooges all inside of you when I stick this nozzle in you and just gush all the diesel. All the diesel starts gushing into you. So Anyway, they finally escape through the tunnels, and the trucks destroy the truck stop.
They're like, it's coming down.
Yep. They're like, fuck this. These assholes won't give us more fuel, so let's destroy ourselves.
We're going to take everything down.
Yep. Some trucks just like to watch the world burn.
Yes, exactly.
I want to know what's up with this fucking airplane that's crashed into the top of the school bus. Is that friendly fire? Was this on purpose, on accident? Because to accomplish that, because the plane was at a 90-degree angle, right?
Yeah.
It was straight up, from the truck. So, man, that'd be some good timing if the bus was moving when the plane hit it.
Yeah.
That might take some equations to figure that out. How to hit it? I don't know. I don't know.
So
anyway,
where are they heading? They're planning to get to the marina to get the fuck out of there, right?
The Carolinas Marina.
Yeah.
So yeah, but did you notice when they're hiding out at the Burger Lean drive-thru, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time in the whole movie that you get to hear the "if they're aliens" speak.
Yeah.
Because the drive-thru just starts saying "humans here, humans here, humans here," right?
Yeah.
So you finally get to hear
them.
Do
not run. We are your friends.
Humans here, do not run. We are your friends. And I looked it up because I looked at the menu and I was wondering what kind of restaurant this was, and it's called the Burger Lean, but those are Whataburger. Those are Whataburger menu items.
Oh, well, that makes sense because of where it's at. Isn't that Whataburger all over the place over there or something?
I don't know. I've never even seen a Whataburger in real life.
Yeah.
I live here in the country. We don't have them Whataburgers.
So,
and Deke shoots it to avenge his daddy, and he's like, "I'm all good now. I shot the drive-through."
If that's all, man, if that's all we had to do to get over like our daddies,
yeah,
that would be great.
All his daddy death issues were handled by shooting up the Whataburger's drive-through speaker.
Human dear, human dear, human dear, human dear, human dear, human dear, human.
This is for my dad, you not enough son of a bitch.
Yep.
He's like, "I'm good now. Let's go." And right? I mean, yeah. He must not have loved his daddy too much. Oh yeah, and the ice cream truck is back.
Yeah.
Right. The Mighty Tasty.
Yeah, Mighty Tasty.
Mighty Tasty ice cream truck.
And they blow that shit up.
That even sounds like a pedo truck. Mighty Tasty. I don't.
Who's driving who?
Right. Oh, we made you.
So yeah, they end up blowing that up.
Yeah, and like I said earlier in the movie, like there was about 5 guys in this cast that didn't really have names, so I had to look up the last guy that dies in a movie, because if I have a problem with this whole movie, it's just at the ending they kill off the very obvious person that was gonna get killed, Brad. Like he's extra man. Dun, 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 extra man. Here to get smushed by the Green Goblin truck, right?
Right.
I was like, I wonder if it would have changed some people's opinions if at the end of the movie he just fucking the Green Goblin truck just smashed Billy.
Yeah.
I would have preferred that. It would have
taken out the hero.
Yeah, it would have been like, fucking hell, man. Goddamn Billy Pancake.
Billy Pancake.
But no, they have to have Billy shoot the fucking Green Goblin truck with a bazooka.
Well, yeah.
Whatever.
They get on their boat that's not controlled by the comet.
Nope.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Fucking boats don't get controlled either. Turrets from guns that have no mechanical bit whatsoever can be controlled by the comet. But boats don't get meteor shit on them.
Boats just can't because they're on the water.
Yeah, the meteor shit can't survive in the water. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Places, action.
Roll sound.
And you know what? I don't know, fucking whatever. Let's just say it was the Russians that destroyed the goddamn fucking satellite. Fucking who cares?
Fuck it, laser cannon. I don't know.
Yeah, they squirted meteor semen everywhere.
And the survivors of the Dixie Boy are still survivors. The end.
Yeah, well, they lived on. You know what it needed was a Dawn of the Dead 2004 ending, where during the credits you find out that they all got murdered.
Oh, dude, that was like one of the best like endings. Like to finally see.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're all sailing off it. Oh, what? Yeah. Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, there's that fucking zombie head in the cooler, and it's like, blah, blah.
That's what this movie needed, though. You know what? I think AI, somebody good with AI, needs to edit in.
I was just looking up random stuff about this movie before I was like watching it and stuff, and somebody actually looked up and was trying to find out if Maximum Overdrive was based on true events. That's a question that popped up.
No, it's not. Was it, what?
Look it up. You know how when you're like looking up stuff, it'll have like all the questions that have been asked, like common questions. Like that came up. Like I was one of the random questions that was like, was this based on true events?
Look, I'll just say, if you're thinking about having sex with your brother and or sister, rethink your life choices, because inbreeding produces children of, let's say, lesser intelligence that can make decisions like Googling whether Maximum Overdrive was a true story or not.
Yeah.
What a fucking, oh my God.
Yeah.
It hurts my brain to think that there are people out there like, I don't know. I'm certainly, we're all on the same scale of intelligence, and we share that with people like Einstein and Nikola Tesla, so we too are idiots. But holy fuck. And it might be like the Dunning-Kruger effect, where we're so stupid that we think we're smart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be that.
I don't.
100%.
Whatever. But Maximum Overdrive is a fantastic movie. I think Stephen King should have done more movies, because, to be honest, if most of his well, I won't say most, because he's got a lot of movies made from his books that were fantastic. But
absolutely,
probably 30% of them are absolutely fucking dog shit, and this is not one of them. I don't think. I mean,
and it's because like he didn't dive in hardcore on anymore, having his hands in it deeper than what he already had done. Other writers or other directors and stuff were able to kind of carry his vision and condense it, I guess, in a good way. I think when he's doing it, obviously he's got a trillion things that he wants to put out. I mean, anybody that's read his books tell you that. I mean, it really brings you into the story, but there is a lot of information. It's a fucking lot. And I think it's hard for him to crunch it all into, an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so it's probably very overwhelming for him. But I think it seems to me like this movie was probably a lot of fun to make. I'm sure it was like super fun, because it was such a weird fucking idea,
And it's based on a short story too. So
and true events.
And true events. And it's the origin story of Jordy Verrill, because once the ATM telling him that he was an asshole broke his mind.
Yeah.
His wife left him. He moved out to the country.
He moved back to his parents' house in the country, and then that's when he had another run-in with a meteor.
Another run-in with a fucking meteor. And he thought he knew what to expect at this point. But when it didn't control the vehicles, he thought it was harmless.
I mean, he's just had everybody telling him how much of a piece of shit he is his entire life. The ATM, his wife leaving him, his dad telling him he's a piece of shit in the mirror,
Yeah, and then eventually he got meteor shit all over his dick and balls.
No, not there.
Oh, no, not there.
You lunkhead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to see Stephen King direct a Jordy Verrill movie. Like, have it some kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess they cover his life and death in the short and Creep Show, but let's expand on that a little bit. Why not? Start doing cocaine again, Stephen, because books.
They should call it A Ballad of a Lunkhead.
Yeah, right. The Ballad of the Lunkhead. Yep. Jordy Verrill, Ballad of the Lunkhead. Yeah, because I'm starting to think that cocaine may be a inspirational tool, because Stephen King, once he stopped doing cocaine, his books have kind of sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. And I think it's just evolution. It'll stunt you.
You mean age?
Yeah.
He evolved into an old dickhead. Oh shit! I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Make the movie. Make goddamn fucking Stanley Kubrick can suck my dick. I'm gonna make this goddamn.
Oh, I love you, Stephen King. You're the best.
I used to love you. I love all your old stuff, Stephen King, but I've tried to read his newer shit. Oh man, he fell off a bit. Anyway,
it's evolution. You have to age with it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was Maximum Overdrive, 1986, which I highly, highly recommend.
And pick yourself up that amazing soundtrack, Who Made Who.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
And jam it. Like maybe do like a pre-Maximum Overdrive game, and put that cassette on, click play, sit back, drink a couple Budweisers. Take yourself back to 1987.
Yep. And remember, if you want to hear Kevin and I try to stumble through another movie, just email your suggestions to deadnotespodcast@gmail.com. I have to iterate Dead Notes Podcast because him and I both keep saying deadnotes@gmail.com. It's deadnotespodcast@gmail.com.
Let's give him the wrong email address.
Yeah, give him the wrong email address.
Give us your insight, and let's give you the wrong email address.
We're going to just tell you what we think, and then we're going to give you the wrong email address. That way we don't get any feedback, so fuck it.
Because fuck it, there's meteor shit all over it. There's meteor shit all over it.
Yep, I got meteor shit all over my dick and balls. That's been Maximum Overdrive. Thanks for listening. I'm Alan, and with me
it's Kevin. And
I'm
not dying.
See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye.